according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan.
He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing, under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam.
Bank, I'm robbing y'all. Phelps does nothing but collect dust. Money over legacy, currency over legacy, because he felt underappreciated.
Floyd Mayweather recently boasted about purchasing $42 million worth of Manhattan real estate, claiming full ownership without any partners. However, reports now suggest that no such transactions appear in official records. If the claims turn out to be false, it could seriously damage his credibility and raise questions about his financial transparency.
Ever. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares of these buildings.
Approaching 50, Floyd Mayweather shows no signs of slowing down when it comes to flaunting his wealth, frequently posting videos of designer outfits, private jets, and stacks of cash. But critics say this relentless display of opulence may be less about success and more about insecurity. Instead of building long-term financial security, they argue, Mayweather may be fueling an illusion that could eventually catch up with him.
They kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old and feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media. But, people on social media do what they do best, especially black people, try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angela started researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of like some type of ownership group that got a part of it. Then you got 50.
In one viral video, Floyd Mayweather spreads bundles of cash across a table like a buffet, proudly flashing stacks of $100 bills as if they were trophies. But when someone feels the need to constantly display physical cash, it often signals something deeper in security. True wealth doesn't scream for attention. Real success doesn't need to prove itself online.
Money made all day. Right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. Money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
Floyd Mayweather may be undefeated in the ring, but that doesn't mean fans enjoy watching him fight. In fact, many admit they tune in hoping to see him lose. His defensive style is frequently criticized as dull, and when paired with his arrogance, it's no surprise that more people root for his downfall than his victories.
One of the best middleweights of all time is fighting this weekend. I didn't say greatest, I said best. I am really high on Janibek Alimhanila. He beats Canelo, he knocks out Crawford with ease. This guy's a monster. Absolute freak. If you guys haven't watched his highlights, if you guys haven't watched the full fight, go watch him. He's fighting this weekend. Make sure you guys tune in. His last fight was absolutely domination. This should be illegal. But a lot of people ask me like, Jerry, why are you so high on Janibek? What does Janibek do or whatever the case may be. The guy is huge for 160. He's huge for 168. He debuted at 175. He's a light heavyweight. He's cutting down to 160 because Canelo won't give him the fight at 68. And 75, he's still a bit undersized. But he's a southpaw, quick hands, quick feet, explosive one-punch knockout power, insane timing, insane punch selection, amazing boxer on the inside. Probably a top 3 boxer when it comes to fighting on the inside the pocket. Probably has the best uppercut in all of boxing.
Not long ago, Floyd Mayweather was hit with a ban for promoting financial scams, including shady crypto projects and quick money schemes. But once the ban lifted, he jumped right back in, this time partnering with Kim Kardashian to promote yet another questionable NFT venture. It's clear he hasn't learned from past mistakes. Instead, he's doubling down on the same reckless, money-hungry behavior.
Anybody who knows Floyd knows he doesn't want to be alone. So in that situation, I was concerned about him because I went to visit him more than anyone else that he would call a friend would actually visit him. And it's because I knew that he put like this. He'll buy stuff for you to keep you around. His temperament, there's no balance. He can do anything and they'll still stay there because it's like
yes man.
Right, yeah.